Hello, thank you very much for tuning into this week's section of reads. This should be on the YouTube channel James13 Wicca, in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The decks and dice I'm using, that's going to be listed below. Of course, if you're interested in a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's also below, same email. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get into the reading you chose. Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Cancer? Slap, slap. 2 cards, slap, slap down. This could be really, really in your favor. Does it feel like it's in your favor, though? How do we line this up? Something is in your favor. It is. I don't know if it feels like it is just yet, though. Sometimes changes are really... It's not funny. But, like, I understand that sometimes it doesn't feel right for a while. And while it's when it's changing, when it's transitioning and when it's changing, and you can't staple down or see it for what it's actually going to be, it's difficult. Because, like, Cancer is a very heartfelt sign. And if I can't, like, you know, put it where it needs to go and be like, this is where it's going to be, I know I can find it here, and it just keeps flying all over the place, it's very stressful. It's very stressful. Change has already been announced. Change has already been announced. I think you're in process of it. I don't think you're really a big fan of it. I got the Hierophant reversed on the dice. I got the Page of Fire also reversed. You already got notice about what was going to happen before it even started. Like, before physical action started taking place, way before now, somebody told you what was going to happen. And it is happening. It's one of those things where it's kind of like, it's going to happen. I can feel the way I feel about it, but I need to be careful how I relate to it because I want to stay connected. And if I voice my opinion too much, it may cause more harm than good because it's going to happen either way. Okay. This, seeing where it's going, where it's going to end up, it feels very foggy. It feels very, like, I can't really... Like, I'm nervous. Like, I feel like on the other side of this fog, I'm going to be by myself, and it's scary. I don't think you're going to be by yourself, but it feels kind of like that. And I keep talking to the Eight of Swords. It's kind of feeling like you're trapped. Like, it doesn't matter what I like or don't like. It's just going to happen. And I don't know. I don't want to damage the connection. I don't want any more detriment than I have to have here. I seem to know what's happening. Whatever's happening, it's happening, and that's that. Things are moving forward on their own energy. Things are moving forward on their own energy, and I do get that you're trying to be as positive and as helpful as you can be realistically. Doing your best. You really are. Your heart is deep in it. You got the Lover's card here. Your heart is deep in this, and you're looking at all the angles you can. You're trying to be helpful, but you're also trying to see the possibilities. You're doing the best you can. You're doing the best you can. Things are moving forward right now. And I do feel like you have the effort to be a participant in the change. And I do feel like you are. I feel like you want to be. You're there. You're doing what you have to be. You're doing what you need to do. Because you want to be as connected as much as possible. And you are helping. Whether you like where things are going or not, you still want to be included. You don't want to be on the outside, so you are helping. There's good things here. There's a lot of good things coming down the road later. This is a long-term something or other. I feel like in 5 years, possibly 10 years from now, you're going to look back and be like, I had no idea this was going to work out this way for me, but I am very, very happy now. Like currently where you are, no. But where you're going to be in the future, somewhere between 5 to 10 years, I know it's a general read, you're going to be like, this is not how I thought this was going to turn out, but I am very happy with where I ended up. Uncertainty is not fun. The uncertainty is not fun. Things are moving forward. There's conflict around this situation. I feel like you're trying to kind of ground that as much as possible. There is conflict around this situation. Five of Wands is here. I keep getting you're trying to keep it, like, let's bring that down. Like, we don't need to have that much of a conflict here. Let's bring that down. Somebody is, I don't know, something isn't right, but I feel like I'm not willing to play into that. You're trying to be helpful, and you're trying to keep it on the level. If we're going to do this, let's do it right. There might be somebody around this situation that's trying to sabotage it. I don't feel like you're putting up with that. I'm just not sure if you're I don't know that you're calling it out as much as just diffusing it. Just like, we're just putting out the fuse. Just, nope, we're not doing that. Just not doing it. Nope, that's not going to happen here. Because I almost feel like, nope, we're not going to do that, and I'm just moving in a different direction, and I'm fixing it myself. I'm not letting this happen. Because I know what's happening here and causing damage. No, we're not doing that, is what I keep getting. It does move forward. The situation does move forward as it was told in the past. It does move forward. It moves forward. It's on track to do that. Okay. This is a simple part. This is a simple part. This part's simple. Because you got to do what you got to do. The Nine of Wands is like, I'm holding the line. This is where I can be a part of it. I can't be a part of this. I can do this. I can't do that. This seems like a divide to me. The Nine of Wands is kind of like you're in control of the gate. In allowing in or out certain things. I do feel like you're being very careful with it. I would be careful about what you say at this time. I would be careful about what you say at this time. I don't know why. You feel the way you feel. I would just be careful about who you talk with about that. You should have people that you can safely talk with and work out your feelings with. I just keep getting like, I would be careful at this time who you communicate with. Make sure you trust them. Make sure it's somebody who will keep your business where you want it to be kept. If there's certain people you don't want to know how you really feel for whatever reason, and that's your business, make sure you're talking to people you know you can trust to keep it to themselves. I think it's something like that. Because the situation keeps moving forward. You're going to be... It's hot and cold. It's like I'm sad about it, but I'm happy about it. But I am sad about the change. I'm sad about things going on. But I wish certain people well, and I want the best for them. It's kind of like kids going off to college or something like that. It's kind of like, I am happy that they're moving forward, that they have this opportunity, that I want great things to happen for them. At the same time, I really am going to miss not having them here. I really would like to keep them home. I would like them to go somewhere closer so they could live at home and do that, but that's not what they chose. So it's kind of like very happy for them, but very sad at the same time. And the world is coming in. Is this the world? It's Cthulhu. I feel like you're a part of this story in a way that you're not going to see right away. But you are a part of this story. More than you realize. A good way. In a good way. How do we get to this next part? There will be some time where it feels like you're kind of off on your own for a little while. There will be some time where it feels like you're off on your own for a little while, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Like, that's a positive card, I know that, but you're going to miss people, but they're not going to be completely gone, but you're going to miss some people, and you will be on your own for a little while. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. There's a lot that you can do in this time. This is a period of time. This is not a permanent thing. I keep getting it's not permanent. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know your story. It's a general read. I feel like a lot of you are going to look at this like, no, it's permanent. I'm getting it's not. Something here is going to shift back around where things are going to go positive for you in a pleasant way. But there's a period of time where you're off on your own. Life has more opportunities for you. Because the energy here is like, especially when you're not readily available, when you're not there, people very, very, very much miss your connection. And I feel like there's something here where you not being there has a huge impact on other people. Because I feel like they needed to feel that. They really needed to feel that. This is important for you and for whoever else this is. Because it's something where they're going to think about this, and it's going to have a very strong impact. It has a very positive effect. Things will change. How it changes is a great question. It's a general read. But I'm getting like, all of a sudden there's a change here. The tower comes in. The tower doesn't have to be a bad thing. Depends on the read. There's a lack of decision, and people kind of like, well, things didn't turn out exactly the way they wanted to. There's something where they want to add you back in, or at least a little bit more in some respect. It may be unorthodox or completely out of the blue or something you're completely not familiar with. There's a possibility here. There's something going on here where things change. And I'm not saying whatever the change is going to be reversed, because I'm not really sure about that. But there might be opportunities that I didn't even know that was a thing. Stuff like that coming in. Something is happening, because I got like balance coming in, options coming in, something going differently, something going better. There's an opportunity here. Something balances the situation and things go better, things go differently. It's almost like, for example, somebody moves away, and it's like I might see them 2, hopefully at least 3 times a year. Next thing I know, I'm seeing them every other month. And I'm just like, this was not something I expected to happen, but I'm happy with the way this has changed. It could be somebody moved away, and then for some reason you get an opportunity to move where they are too. And it's kind of like, that's an interesting switch up. It could be something like that. There's an opportunity here that it's going to show when it shows. You got the 6 of Pentacles. There's a new way to balance things out. Did I say receiving? It does. It does kind of make me feel like you might end up with a gift or something coming forward. Like, I didn't even realize that was a thing. There's something here where it's just kind of like, I didn't realize that could be an option for me. I don't know how she did it, but a long time ago, I knew a lady. I want to say she lived in 3 different places. And when I say that, I don't think she owned property in 3 different places. I think she owned it in one. But she would stay with certain people for a percentage of the year, go to the next for a percentage of the year, and come to another area for the percentage of the year. And it worked for her. And I'm not saying that's going to happen for you. I'm just saying that was something where I'm like, that never even dawned on me that was an option. And there's possibilities. There's possibilities that I'm getting when this comes forward. To me, I keep feeling like it's like, I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know that was an option. I didn't know I had that possibility. So you have things. I think this reading is trying to say, whatever it is, it feels like it's hard and it's stressful for you. And if they're saying, if you can just remember that life has possibilities that you just don't see sometimes, and it's just going to take some time, everything's going to be okay. and just stay open to possibilities, it can be okay. I hope that's where we're going. That's a lot, because I feel like when my heart goes out to this one, I just feel like it's sad. It's not like devastating, but it's still kind of sad. It feels sad to go through it. I feel like my heart is being squished. It's kind of like, oh, I feel sad about these things. And I'm like, it's not the worst, but it's not exactly the way I want it, and I feel sad about it. But then when I get to the end, I feel like my heart expands, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is so much better than, I didn't know this was a thing. And I just feel like my heart expands, and I feel a lot better about it than I thought I could. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.